All you need is one tea bag and you will never see mice or spiders in your house again. A used tea bag mostly ends up in the trash after you have used it to make tea. It is a shame really, because you probably did not know that you can use them for many other things. A lot of people have problems with mice and spiders in their home. Due to the fact that hiring professionals to take care of the problem is very expensive, most of these people try to find natural ways to get rid of their rodent and insect problems. The home remedy that you will find in this article will take care of rodents in a natural but very effective way. The only thing that you need to achieve this is a bag of peppermint tea. This solution is a lot cheaper than any type of chemicals or mouse traps. You will be able to see results in only a matter of days. It is worth a shot, right? This is what you should do: brew a pot of peppermint tea. After, spread the used tea bags throughout your home, especially in the places where you mostly find spiders or mice. Within 2 to 3 days your home will be spider and mice free. You will achieve the best results if you use 4 peppermint tea bags per corner. You can also achieve the same results by using scented oils. Add 10 to 15 drops of scented oil in a spray container and spray the substance on the spots that you mostly find spiders or mice. It will not only get rid of the mice and spiders, but will also leave your home smelling fresh. How is that for a win-win situation? If you are only having spider problems, you can also use cinnamon and lemon oil to get rid of them. Are you going to try this trick? Do not forget to share this article with your friends and family on Facebook to let them know how they can easily get rid of all their rodent and insect problems. Bury tea bags in your garden. What happens to the soil will just surprise you. Why should you bury tea bags in your garden? Ending your day with a relaxing cup of warm tea is a great way to make drifting off into la la land a little easier. When most people finish their tea, they toss the used tea bag into the trash with little thought. After all, what could you possibly do with a used tea bag? It turns out, there's actually quite a few things you can do with used tea bags, especially in the garden. Keep watching to learn why you might want to bury those tea bags instead of tossing them in the trash. 1. Tea adds nutrients to the soil. Tea leaves contain tannic acid and nutrients that are natural fertilizers for a garden. The bag itself is made from fiber of abaca leaf stalks. As the tea leaves decompose, they release nutrients into the soil, creating a healthier growing environment too. Tea bags keep pests at bay. Used tea bags and coffee grounds will help keep bugs away from your plants. The odor deters the pests from chewing on your flowers and veggies. 3. Tea increases the decomposition of other items. If you are using tea bags in your soil or compost pile, the acid in the tea can speed up the decomposition process of other items in the compost bin, which means you can use the compost faster. 4. Tea bags help with water retention. Bury your tea bags near the root of your plants, flowers, and veggies to help the plants retain more water and stay healthier. 5. Tea bags help keep weeds at bay. When you bury your tea bags in the garden, they can help impede the growth of weeds, which means less work for you. 6. Your tea bags can grow a garden. Believe it or not, you can grow your own garden with used tea bags, seeds, a plastic tray, water, and a paper towel. You'll germinate your seeds with the tea bags and then plant them in the garden. 7. The smell of tea works on cats too. Sprinkle coffee grounds or used tea grounds around your garden to keep Fluffy from urinating on your favorite plants too. You can use this with indoor plants as well. 8. Reduce garbage. Burying your tea bags in the garden or tossing them in your compost pile helps eliminate excess waste. And 9. Worms eat the tea leaves. Worms can safely consume tea leaves. Once they digest the leaves, they produce a more nutrient-rich output, making your soil healthier for growing plants. Have you ever buried tea bags? Let us know in the comments. Put vinegar on your plants and this will happen. There's a handy ingredient probably sitting in your pantry just waiting to provide an array of super benefits. Vinegar. Did you know you can safely use this ingredient in the garden too? Check out a few clever ways you can use vinegar, white and apple cider, where your veggies and plants spend their days. 1 Vinegar kill weeds. Instead of spending a lot of money on toxic chemicals to get rid of the weeds in your garden, pouring apple cider vinegar directly on the weeds. The acetic acid will stop weed growth without damaging the soil. 2 Get rid of ants. Ants don't like the smell of vinegar, so you can keep them at bay by mixing 1 part water and 1 part vinegar in a spray bottle and attacking ant hills with the solution. Both white vinegar and apple cider vinegar work well. 3 Freshen flowers. Cut a pretty bouquet of flowers from your garden and keep them fresh by adding 2 tablespoons of vinegar and a teaspoon of sugar to a quart of water, and add your flowers. 4 Feed your plants. Some plants, like gardenias, holly, and begonias, thrive on acidic soil. You can give those plants some extra love by spritzing with a mixture of 1 gallon of water with 1 cup of white vinegar. 5 Test the pH level of your soil. The acid levels in your soil can affect how well plants grow. You can run a simple test on your dirt by placing a bit of the soil in a container and then add 1/2 cup vinegar. If the vinegar begins to fizzle and bubble, the soil is too alkaline. Add sulfur or peat moss to even out the soil's acidity. 6 Remove allergens from your hands. If you've been digging in the dirt with your bare hands, make sure to rinse your hands with white distilled vinegar. The vinegar will remove allergens and other debris so you don't start itching. 7 Keep common pets out of your garden. Animals that love to get in your garden, like raccoons, rabbits, moles, rodents, and deer also happen to hate the smell of vinegar, so it will keep them out naturally without causing them harm. All you have to do is soak a few rags in your apple cider vinegar and place them strategically throughout your garden. Re-soak them once a week to ensure they retain their maximum effectiveness. And 8. Clean pots. Mix 1 part water, 1 part white distilled vinegar. Soak glazed, clay or plastic pots in the solution for at least an hour to remove stains and mineral deposits. Have you ever used vinegar in your yard? Please share your experience in the comments below. See what happens when you use aspirin in your garden. If the only time you reach for an aspirin is when you feel a headache coming on, you might want reconsider. While aspirin is commonly used to treat headaches and people at risk for heart attacks or blood clots, the medicine cabinet is only one place this cheap solution works. The next time you head out to the backyard to work on your garden, you might want to include a bottle of aspirin in your garden supplies. Here are 7 reasons you should use aspirin in your garden. 1. Aspirin works as a rooting agent. When you're transplanting your flowers or other plants, help them grow sturdier roots. Spritz the roots of your plant with a mixture of aspirin and water before replanting it in a pot to develop firmer roots. 2. Aspirin improves germination. A low dose of aspirin, like 2 tablets in 2 gallons of water, can significantly improve seed germination. In fact, in one study the plants treated with the aspirin water had a 100% germination rate, while the plants that weren't treated had more inconsistent results. 3. Aspirin helps cut flowers stay fresh longer. Put a half tablet of aspirin in a vase with fresh cut flowers from your garden to help them stay fresh longer. 4. An aspirin paste can ease bug bites and stings. If you get bit by a bug or stung by a bee while you are working out in the garden, crush an aspirin tablet into some water and apply it to the bite for instant sting relief. 5. Aspirin increases growth of plants. The University of Rhode Island sprayed plants with an aspirin water solution once every 3 weeks for the course of an entire growing season. At the end, the plants sprayed with the aspirin solution were bigger and had more fruit and flowers than their counterparts. 6. Aspirin makes it easier to grow healthier tomatoes. Spray your tomato plants or soak seeds in aspirin water before planting them in the ground for healthier, more disease-resistant plants. 7. Aspirin treats fungus conditions in the soil. Spray your plants with an aspirin water to prevent fungal diseases. Additionally, the same solution can help cure blight on your plants. You just need to spray your plants at the first sign of blight for it to be effective. Using aspirin is not technically an organic solution. However, it is a safe option that contains far fewer chemicals than most store-bought products. Have you ever used aspirin in your garden? Let us know in the comments.